Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of From Stripper to Day Trader or vice versa, where you guys get to follow me along my journey of learning how to become a successful day trader. Now, to some of you guys' dismay, I am not currently a stripper. However, I'm closer to being a stripper than I am to being a successful day trader right now. So, at some point we got to work with the skills that we got until we can get the skills that we want. Okay? So, in this first episode, we're going to walk through what a week is like of me trying to meet my very first milestone. I started trading about 2 months ago, and it's been a journey, is all I'm saying. It's been a journey. And so, let's take a look at what happened this week and if I was able to meet that milestone or not. Today is December 4th, and I'm sitting in my car because I just need to record this moment. Um, I started day trading 6 weeks ago. On October 15th, I think, was the first day I executed my first day trade with my own money. And 2 weeks into the game, I was down $1,300. But when the next month started, which was November, I said, well, I'm going to go into the next month with a blank slate. So basically, the $1,300 that I lost in October for those 2 weeks, I decided that I'm just going to let that be uh, learning. Like, that's the cost of learning. So I decided that I'm going to start November off with, paying myself back that $1,000 and brought my account back up to current. But something in me just can't help but to feel like I need to make that $1,000 back, that $1,300 back. So all of November I spent trying to make that $1,000 back. Like, that's what would make me feel good. I did not make it. Honestly, I closed the month out making $600. At some point in the month, though, I was literally $21 away from meeting my goal for the month. On November 27, I was up by 1,200 and 200 and something, and I needed only $21 to get to my goal. I was like 1,300 and I need like $21 to get to my goal. And then Thanksgiving came. Thanksgiving wasn't a trading day. The next day after Thanksgiving, I got in the market and bam, I was down 300. And I was like, okay, no biggie. I've been down 300 and made my way back up before. So I'm like, all right, cool beans. I have one day left in the month to do this thing again. The 30th came. Bam. I was down another 300. At this point, I'm starting to feel so discouraged because I'm like, oh my God, I was so close to my goal. And at some point during the month, I did hit my goal. But because I kept, trading and whatever, I ended up losing all that money. Now, while I did close the month with profit, right, which is something to celebrate because at the end of October, I had only been trading for 6 weeks. So for me to be profitable in 6 weeks is a great accomplishment, considering that prior to October, I knew nothing about day trading. The only thing I've ever done in terms of the stock market was I bought stocks on ETFs, and I had them sitting in my Charles Schwab account for years. But as far as the daily exchange or selling of stocks and ETFs, never done it a day in my life. I didn't know how to read charts, nothing. So that to be profitable in 6 weeks time is a feat, but I just be hard on myself. So December came around, and now today's December 4th. The first day of December, bam, I hit another $300 loss. So I was now $900 away from my goal at the start of December, and that was 4 days ago. And then I changed my strategy a little bit. I did one thing that different in my strategy. And now, today, December 4th, I am $109 away from my goal. I am super excited for tomorrow because one of the things I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to try to avoid the same mistake that I made last month. I know how to avoid that mistake now. So I'm fairly confident, unless the market does something wild tomorrow, I am fairly confident that I will be able to make that $100. And I'm so excited about it because I made that a milestone for me, because now what it means is that now I'm starting off level. So any money that I make after that is money that I've made from trading. So I'm really excited, and that's why I'm recording this today, because I want to just record this moment, and hopefully tomorrow I can come back with great news that I was able to close out the day with making my first milestone of making $1,300 from day trading. Y'all, the theme of the day was just got long walk, because it took me a long walk to get to my goal today. I got in a trade at 10:15 and didn't get out of it until 10:52. Now mind you, my trades I stay in the trades for like 10 minutes max at this point. It was a long walk. I got in early and I was like, I'm gonna wait. And so I have officially made my goal. It's Friday, it's the end of the week. It's a great way to close the week. And so now every trade I made from today or any profit that I make from today is gonna be money, just straight money that I've made from money in my account, because I've made up the money that I lost. Whew. Excited for Monday. So today's Monday, December 8th, and I don't know if this trading game is trying to humble the fuck out of me, but a bitch is humbled, okay? So remember on Thursday, I told you guys I was trying to make a certain goal, and I was one day away from making that goal. And then Friday, I so happened to make that goal, and I was super excited about it. Watch this. See this number right here? This was the number I was trying to get to. Today's Monday, December 8th. This is the amount I lost today. This has got to be an entire joke. Now guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not opposed to losing. Like, I understand that that's part of the game. And as you can see, it's red and green all over the place, right? But my whole thing is like, as long as I'm winning more than I'm losing, I don't really care. But this feels different. It feels sick, it feels wrong, and it feels like someone is against me. Because how is it that I can lose the exact amount of money that I made on Friday? I finally made my goal on Friday, and here I am on Monday. And Monday was like, I'm gonna take all of that. I'm gonna take everything. Run my shit. How? Like, this is sick. Somebody is trying to humble me somewhere, and I don't know who it is, but y'all need to stop. Y'all really need to stop. So now, for the third time, I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and try to make back the same $1,300 that I've been trying to make up for the past month. Anyway, be ye not discouraged. I'm not discouraged. Again, the good news here is that I have not lost since I started. I have not lost more than that 1,300, and I have made, on Friday when I ended more than the 1,300. So at least I'm not like, I'm not going out of tubes. I'm not going anywhere. I'm moving in place right now, but at least I'm not doing worse. This is sick. Anyway, see you guys on the other side when I get back to this 1,300 again. All right, guys, today is December 9th, and your girl's got some good news. Okay, maybe it's somewhat good news. I am back in the game. I am back in the game. Now, if you remember where we left off yesterday, was I lost $1,394, which was my goal that I needed to get to on Friday. Okay, so I got to the goal, and then the next day, bam, I was out of there. But today I was able to keep myself in the game by not falling below that $1,394. Today, as you can see, I made a total of $159.47. Actually, no, it's less than that. I think I made about $80 because I did trade from another account and I lost like $70 in that account. So I'm really at $81. Now, this might not seem great, but it is good news because I'm still in the game. I have not lost more than the same amount that I've been at since October. So that's good, which means I am further away from being a stripper and closer to being a day trader. So we're gonna come back tomorrow. My goal for this week, I'm really trying to see if I can get that $1,300 back this week, and it's feasible. Yeah, it's feasible. So we'll see if I'm able to make it. If not, I'll probably make it by midweek next week. And then we'll start this game over again. So I will see you guys tomorrow with another update. Bonjour, los peoplos. Listen, I had to put the British accent on for you guys today because let me tell you what's happening. So, um, if you're keeping up, if you remember last Friday, I was supposed to meet my girl at $1,300. I ended up making it on Friday. Literally on Monday, lost the whole thing, and decided that I wanted to make it up by the end of the week. Well, yeah, let me stop. Today ended up being a really good day. So several things happened today. Since I've started trading, I've only been trading options. Um, I just never bothered to look into anything else. And then early this week, I just decided, you know what, I wanted to branch out into futures. And so today was my first day of futures. Let me go ahead and show y'all what happened today. So as you can see in my options account, I didn't make a lot today. It was a small amount. I made $99. But for my first day of trading futures, your girl walked away with, drum roll please, $900. So in total today, I made about $1,032 because I also made a bunch of a small amount of money in my other account. So your girl almost made it. So as far as that $1,300, I am now $66 and some change away from getting back to that same measly old $1,300 that I've been trying to get to since November 1st. I'm relatively confident that I can make it tomorrow. I see no reasons why I'm not gonna get there. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Wish me luck. Okay, guys, welcome back. So you guys remember yesterday when I said I see no reasons why I would not be able to make that $66 to make my goal of $1,300 today? You're looking at reasons. This is reasons right here. Yup. So here's the rundown of the day. This morning, I got into the game early. I started off with futures. In the first 10 minutes, your girl was up $800. $800. I was at my goal for the day. That was it. I could have walked away then like a normal person. But then the degenerate in me was like, why stop at $800? Why not go for more? And guess what your girl did? Exactly that. She went in for more and came out with less. It's a skill, really. It really is a skill. So let's see where we are today. Today in options, I am currently down a whopping $1,800. Yay! But all is not lost for the day, guys. Over in the options world, I was able to get in a few contracts today and actually had a record-breaking day, walking away with $600. This is my first time ever making $600 in one day trading SPY. So, while the day has been a very interesting one, all is not lost. There is some glimmer of hope in the day today. We made a record, so that's good. As far as that goal of making up that $1,300, clearly, I'm not there. As a matter of fact, I'm on my way to go by the poll right now and start practicing, because at this rate, that's where I'm going to end up. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
So let's just go ahead and rip that bandit off real quick, shall we? Today is Friday. It is Friday. And did I meet that goal? You know, I did not I did not make it. I did not make it. I lost another $1,000 on futures today. However, all is not lost. I'm still having a really good streak with options. I walked away with about $100 today, and that pushed me a little bit closer to my goal. So with that said, we're gonna have to try this again next week, shall? Yeah, we're gonna have to try this again next week. So hopefully you guys tune in next week where we try to get to the same old $1,300. But I'm also going to walk you guys through how much I started my account with, what tickers I usually trade each day, and yeah, let's see if we can make it. See you guys again next week.